He didn't enter it. He saw it, he didn't enter it. Moses was a strong man of God. When we talk about a prophet that saw God's back, the only man that did that was Moses. We are told that he will be talking to God one-on-one as if man is talking to his friend. But yet, he did not make it. Why? I was searching the scripture. There was an altar in his family lineage of Moses. Let us know. The name of Moses' father and mom. His father's name was Amram. His mother's name was Jochebed. 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 Amram, the name of his father. Now, both of them were of the tribe of Levi. They are of the tribe of Levi. And there's one thing that is peculiar to the tribe of Levi, and that is the burning hunger. There's this spirit of hunger in that lineage. The spirit of hunger. When I say spirit of hunger, they can kill. Listen to this. You know, even before God called Moses into the deliverance ministry, when he was still in Egypt, we are told that he was passing by and he saw an Egyptian fighting an Hebrew, and Moses stepped in. He was hungry, seeing an Egyptian fighting his beloved brother. That hunger made him to kill that boy. We all know the story. That's why Moses ran from Egypt. That hunger came. You know, for a man to get hungry and to kill a man, it's serious. You can't just slap somebody and that person dies. Or you slap, even kick. The kind of beating that you can give to a man that will lead to the death of that person must be a serious beating. And this thing was out of hunger. Now, this altar of hunger has been in his family. Because when he was born, even though he was a prophet, that blood in that lineage that transferred to him. Now, when he received his calling and was also in the wilderness, even though the children of Israel were on his neck, always complaining, always grudging, Moses got angry. The first time that the children of Israel asked for water, he asked God. God said, take up the rod in your hand and smite the rock. Say water will gush out for them to drink. He did that. Afterward, again, the children of Israel were thirsty. And they cried, give us water to drink. Why did you bring us to this wilderness? And Moses was hungry. That what is wrong with your people? You don't even have faith. Now, God now spoke to him. God said, this one now, don't strike the rock with your rod. Say, speak to the rock, and the rock will bring forth water. But out of hunger, Moses went ahead and struck that rock. Because of that, God said, you are not entering the promised land. That was the sin that he sinned. He begged God. God said no. See what this altar did. The altar of hunger. The altar of hunger that has been in his family. Levi, the tribe of Levi was known for killing hunger. When they get hungry, they can kill. They can break bottles. Some people, when they are hungry, even you will know that there is a spirit in them. The way they will fool me, you something is wrong with this person. There must be a spirit. You will see the spirit. When that hunger comes, they can do anything. It is a spirit. It is a monster, and usually it is rooted in the family. When you see such a person, ask questions about his ancestors, either his mother or his father. His grandfather was also a man of hunger. Now, where are we going to? You want to build altar that will terrorize the kingdom of darkness. The first thing you must do is that you must break down the family altar. Breaking down the family altar. These are the altars that will fight you from behind. Because why? In building the altars that will create worries for the kingdom of darkness, there are some things you must do. So now these altars from behind will not want you to do all those things. Eventually, you will pray, but your prayer will never make any meaning to the kingdom of darkness. Let us address our point. Let's go to the book of Judges. Judges. Thank you, Father. Let's see the book of Judges, chapter 6. Let's see the book of Judges 6. We want to build altars of prayer that will create worries for the kingdom of darkness. But one thing you must do, you must first of all break down the family altar or the ancestral altar. That is important to do. Judges chapter 6, verse 25 and 26. Judges chapter 6, verse 25 and 26 says, and it came to pass that same night that the Lord said unto him, take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old, and throw down the altar of Baal that thy father hath, and cut down the grove that is by it. Now this is God's instruction. He said, go and build down, destroy the altar that your father has built. That is, go after the family altar that the father built for Baal, the spirit of Baal. Said, when you do this, now in verse 26, he said, and build an altar unto the Lord thy God upon the top of the rock. Look at the sequence. Follow the sequence. God said, you want to have breakthrough for me. You want to accomplish great things for me. You want to terrorize the kingdom of darkness. You want to secure the release of Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Listen to this, beloved. You want to secure the release of the Israel from the grip of the enemies. He said, before you do that, go and destroy the family altar. Say, then, now build an altar for me. The reason why, one of the reasons, but this one is prominent. Why it seems as if prayers are not answered is because there are altars in the family fighting you. I've realized this. When you see two persons, two friends that left the high school the same year, they left the high school the same year, and 10 years after, you see one that is already flying in color, has already accomplished great things. The other one is still struggling. When you see such, you see, they are friends, they finish school. I said that. Even, okay, let us use A and B. The name of the first one is A. The name of the second one is B. B was more intelligent. B had best result. B had best result. A just managed. Maybe A has 3 credits. B has all distinctions. And 10 years after, you now see that A has gone far in life than B. Have you seen something like that before? Remember, even you will be asking that your friends have gone far, even those that are better off. Listen to this. One of the reasons is the family altar. The absence or presence of ancestral altars in their lives. When you are brilliant, when you have good future, and you have ancestral altars, before you can achieve, you do a lot of work. Well, the man preaching happens to be a victim of family altars. I had the best result. Even people that I used to teach free tutorials at school back then, they will be the one coming, please teach us this. Years after we left school, on top, and I was still there praying against family warfare, family battles, because of altars in the families. Now this is a major factor that will distinguish these two friends. The two of them left school at the same time, good result, and one is already high flyer, the other one is still crawling. When you are still crawling and somebody is still flying, when you look at the person still crawling, he has terrible family battles. He has horrible family altars that are fighting his destiny. He will be praying, oh Lord, give me breakthrough. The breakthrough won't come. Why? There are altars fighting him from behind. Beloved, this is a clarion call. We have been praying, doing all your best, but you must now first of all address the family altars. The way God told this man called Gideon, I know you have a good mission. I've given you this deliverance ministry to deliver Israel from the hand of the enemy. But this will never be accomplished until you first of all go and deal with the family altars or the ancestral altars. These are powers that will be taking advantage of what the ancestors did in your family. If there's any battle that can delay a man in life, it is ancestral battles, family battles. They work in hand with the external forces. External forces are quite simpler to deal with. Ancestral ones, they know your history. You are there when they gave birth to you. They knew what your father did. They knew everything. Now, why must you deal with this? Jesus told us in Matthew chapter 10 and verse 36. Matthew 10 and verse 36. Matthew 10 verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. You see that? The word foe means enemy, adversary. A man's enemy shall be they of his own household. Let's confirm that in the book of Micah 7 and verse 6. A man's enemy shall be they of his own household. Let's see the book of Micah 7 and verse 6. 7 and verse 6. For the son dishonored the father, the daughter rises up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And I said, a man's enemies are the men of his own house. Listen to this. When you have your family, husband, wife, children, Bible is not saying that your wife is your enemy or your children are. No, that's not what he's saying here. When he says that a man's enemies are the men of his own house, he's referring to the agent of darkness in your family, ancestral wickedness in your family. They are the ones that will not want you to go far in life. They are the ones that will want you to die without attaining what God has destined for you to attain. Said the people of your household are your worst enemies. Now deal with them. If you must accomplish anything through prayers, deal with them. It takes a special effort. You must create special time to first of all deal with this altar. Then you now build the altar that will make sure that your life destiny is secured. The way God told Gideon, He's saying to us this morning, as a living church, Jesus has given back to us to be a terror to the kingdom of darkness. He was a terror to the kingdom of darkness. And he mentioned about his seed. You can't be a lion and give birth to a goat. It's not possible. Lion give birth to lions. Eagle never give birth to a chicken. Not possible. Eagle will give birth to an eagle. So the way God sent his son Jesus, as he said in John 20 verse 21, he said, I'm also sending you. Go and create worries for your enemies. Go and create worries for the kingdom of darkness. Go and tear down their pillars. Go and put down their walls. Go and secure the release of the captives. Some people are in your families that ought not to die, but they die. They ought not to die, but they died. They ought not to be starving, but they are starving. And guess what? It is you that God really wanted to use to secure the release of these people. God wanted you to be the one that would secure their release. Family wickedness, family altar deserve that you take your time to confront first. I was praying with one lady long time ago, way back in Nigeria then. She had having these sexual attacks in her dreams every day, even at work. Remember when you are working and you just doze off a bit, and within that few seconds, the attack. Every day, every night, every day. And this persisted for several years, asking God for deliverance from that attack. And she came after prayers. I realized that few days the attack stopped, and first attack the thing came back again, and she ran for prayers. Said, you can't go through this kind of deliverance prayer and still have similar things happening in your life. There must be something. And we sought God's face. This is one of the things that God revealed, That see, deliverance is simple for me to give men. But the effect of what their ancestors have done must be dealt with. What happened is forefathers were rapists. His forefathers were rapists. During that time, they raped an innocent girl to death. The mother of that child stripped herself naked and placed curse on the family. That this and this and this and this will be happening to every girl child, every male child born in this family. And guess what? Blood is powerful. The blood covenant is powerful. And God himself respects. God is just. If the enemy has legal right to attack a man, God won't do anything. Except that person takes responsibility, ask God for forgiveness, break the curse, then the door will be closed. Now, the family altar is something that must be dealt with so that your prayers will not be futile. You are praying for the release of green card, release of marriage, release of connections. Pray for healing as well. Pray for deliverance as well. You want to terrorize kingdom of darkness by securing your own release. Something must be addressed. That thing won't want what you are asking God for to come to pass. They are the ones that will be fighting you from behind. The same way God told Gideon that this must be dealt with is also telling us. He said, go first, your family. Go and destroy the altar that they put there. What is the altar that were built in your family? In some families, they were into hardcore idolatry. Some families, what their ancestors did. Some were involved in bestialities. You know bestiality? When men are sleeping with animals. Some were involved in incest. When you have fathers sleeping with their mothers, with their children. When you have a mother sleeping with her sons. When you have all these kind of things, they generate curses. These are altars that must be dealt with first. How do we deal with it? How do you deal with it? How do you break down the family altar? How do you break down the family altar? How do you break down the family altar? This is important. How do you break down the family altar? Number one. Get helping hand. Get helping hand. When I say helping hand, let us see the book of Judges again. Get helping hand. I don't want you alone to do it. That's what God is saying. You can pray, you can fast, but get helping hands. Somebody that will join hands with you. At least just one person. Just one person. Let's see the book of that's the book of Judges 6 verse 27. Say, then Gideon took 10 men of his servants and did as the Lord had said unto him. Understand this. The word of God is based on principles. It's based on principles. Before I answered the call into the ministry full time, I remember those years. Every day is battle. Sometimes I was fighting with snakes in a dream. A snake will be as tall as this. I'll be wrestling with snakes. All kinds of horrible attacks. And thank God that God was sending people that would help me out there. You can never carry out some things on your own except God send help. You can't. That's the truth. You may be the fire prophet. There are some times whereby God will join you with someone that can pray with a prophet like you. You are a prayer warrior. You will need somebody that will join you in prayer. Not just what you just do alone. That's the truth. Unless you need somebody. Jesus was in the garden of Gethsemane praying, oh Lord, if you can take this cup away from me. It got to a point. God sent an angel to strengthen him. Do you know that? Luke 22. Let me show you. God had to send an angel to strengthen him at that time. Because why? Even the disciples were sleeping. Nobody there to join him in fire prayer. And he was so weak. Luke 22, verse 42 to 43. Luke 22, verse 42 to 43. Saying, Father, Christ was speaking here. If thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. Verse 43. He said, and there appeared an angel unto him from heaven, strengthening him. Strengthening him. Beloved, you need someone that will strengthen your heart. When it comes to this kind of issue, now, why did you think God assigned Aaron to Moses? Moses was a prophet. Yet God said, Aaron will assist you in this ministry. An angel came down to strengthen Jesus himself. You need someone that will hold your hand in prayer. When it comes to this kind of family altar, because they are wicked, they are stubborn, they are deadly. You have been praying. That's what I've been praying. But yeah, nothing is happening. Now ask God to connect you with a prayer conqueror. People that can devote their life to pray, that can join hands to pray with you. If there's anything that God has taught me, is to every Moses there is a Joshua. To every Paul there is a Timothy. So now you must locate your own Timothy if you're Paul. You must pray to God that God will bring your own Joshua if you're Moses. And with this, the altar will be put down. The altar will be put down. The altar will be put down. Inform your pastor. When God shows you this, tell him, in fact, don't call. Go and meet him in person. I need your prayer. I need you to join hands with me concerning this issue. Create time to spend in prayer together. Until these things are being resolved, there will be no breakthrough. It will be the same cycle, gyrating year in and year out. Breaking down the family altar. Gideon didn't go there alone. He went there with 10 men, strong men, to accomplish that mission, to destroy that altar. To destroy that altar. That's what the Bible says. It said, two are better than one. So two are better than one. You need someone. As a prophet, one of our prayers for this year, I'm telling God, Lord, I need a prophetic friend. Because if a prophet, some pastors won't understand you. I have suffered that a lot in this city. Some of them, in fact, it is like you are an odd man to some. Honestly, I stopped attending some joint programs by pastors because of that. Because when I speak, it is as if I'm speaking jargons. But a prophet will understand the language of a prophet. That's the truth. You need someone. You need someone that will accomplish you to put it down the altar. Somebody must also connect with you to put it down the altar. Very important. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. If you don't have prayer warriors, call the attention of your pastor. Call the attention of all the prophets. Create time to spend time in prayers together. It is not, I want you to pray for me. When you are praying somewhere, your pastor is praying. You are busy traveling, it won't work. You must have to come together. You must have time to spend time in prayers together against that family altar. Very important, beloved. Number one, we said, get heavy hands. Get heavy hands. How to break that family altar. Get heavy hands. Very important. Number two, take the advantage of the mystery of the night. Take the advantage of the mystery of the night. Take the advantage of the mystery of the night. The advantage of the mystery of the night. The children of Israel did not leave Egypt at noon. It was in the night that they left. They didn't leave at noon, at night. That speaks of a mystery in deliverance. Jesus Christ was not arrested